either, so at the end of the meeting. Okay. Ayana, Ms. Sinclair, or Ms. Farah, whoever started the, oh, you're right here. I'm sorry, I didn't see it. Started? All right. So good evening to one, good evening all. I want to thank you for joining us today for our monthly community board meeting. My name is Roderick Daly. I am the chair of Community Board 17. With that being said, the meeting is now called to order. So let's quickly go through the agenda. We'll start with our committee reports. Budget, Mr. McCabe is not here. Commerce, Mr. Bakardine. Followed by Education and Youth. Quick.
Good evening, everyone. Hassan Bakardine, Commerce Committee Chair. Very quickly, just wanted to go over a couple of things. We had a small business expo that we were supposed to actually do for January, actually next week, but we have to push that out a little bit for various reasons to February. So we're going to do it maybe February 24th or the 25th or something of that sort. So just look out for the new flyer on that, and we'll give you guys an update there. And I attended also just the other day a 25th anniversary celebration for Footprints Cafe. Many of you guys know it's the home of Rasta Pasta. That's the one on 5814 Clarendon Road. So they have been in business 25 years, which is an amazing feat. So you guys please give them a round of applause. I know they're not here. Clap for them. Anybody who's doing anything for 25 years and successfully, you got to clap for that. And lastly, with just a couple of other things, we're going to be doing our business networking breakfast, which we were slated to have it in March, but we have to push it back a little bit to April because of the Small Business Expo. So look out for that as well, okay? But other than that, thank you guys for your kind attention this evening. Take care.
All right, thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Education and Youth, Ms. Grandis is not here as yet. Housing Block Association. Housing Block Association. She's not here as yet. Pardon me? Oh, yes, that's true. I forgot. Housing and Block Association, their report is in the back. Please pick it up and review it. Again, please pick up the Housing and Block Association report that's in the back. Thank you, Ms. ADM Farah, for that reminder. Land use. Parks and Beautification is next.
Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, great. This year's land use committee meeting, hold on, it's a double echo. Got it. This year's land use committee was held on.
You're low. You get grab a little higher. Thank you.
Yeah, double hearing. Our land use committee meeting fell on January 1st, so it wasn't held. Figured we give everybody a day off, but I'll provide some updates as follows. I did get some updates from the substation work that's happening in our district. The project manager reached out to me and told them that they're actively progressing with installing the substation on Ditmas Avenue. The permits have been filed. They are aggressively going to start increasing in construction because they are delayed. They didn't get to start on time. So you will see some activity there, a little bit more, so they could try to meet the timelines and the schedule. This is pertaining to the substation that's going on in, I believe we had a meeting for it last year. They did a presentation here, but they've started construction and they're progressing and actively progressing aggressively. They did speak on some street closures. There's a schedule that's going to come out. And once we get those, we'll distribute it accordingly. They also spoke about additional public engagement as the progress gets closer to being completed, that they're going to basically commit to and bring us some further updates as that project progresses. So I'll keep you in tune with that. I did also get a communication late last year in December from Di Castole, which was a carting company that's located on Troy Avenue, which came to us last year to speak on doing some upgrades to their operations to try to, what was actually necessary upgrades in order to reduce the amount of emissions of dust, gases, and et cetera from the facility. They didn't get to actually implement the permit that they went for last year in a timely fashion in order to get that process started prior or just when school ended. So that process has to restart for them. I did speak to the project manager there. She did say that a lot of the information and a lot of the requests that we submitted via our walkthrough has now been implemented in the plan. Something as simple as having the driveway repaved. Mr. Tate, you were there. And a couple of other things. So they will be reintroducing the same project to us again with those amended updates. I did commit to them that I would give them the land use committee meeting date for next month, which is February 5th. It's a common date that everyone should have in their calendars currently. And that date will be their public hearing date to speak on the specific process, being that we don't have any traditional land use business to conduct. So I figured I would dedicate that specific date for anyone who's interested to join us now in this round of having the debates and having the conversations during this public hearing to provide any input. There should have been circulating, or there will be circulation of letters and communications in your inboxes, especially to neighbors and community residents directly in the vicinity of the facility. You should start getting some notices. I actually received my notice today. I think Mr. Tate, your notice went to the office, and you will be seeing that. But I will say that next month's meeting is canceled, and it will be dedicated to giving the ground or the platform to give attention to this particular matter. And hopefully we could get it across the finish line with what we want added to it at this point. And that ultimately concludes.
I was going to ask you about that. So just for clear understanding, you're moving next month's meeting, February 5th, to make it a town hall meeting.
Well, it's not a town hall for us. It's actually going to be their public hearing, which they're required to do.
But it needs to, well, okay, so,
just a time slot.
wait, in my mind, in my head, I just want to be clear what I'm saying. You're moving our meeting to accommodate them meeting with the community.
Yes,
So that changes it to a town hall meeting because you're asking the community to come out to voice whatever they need to voice as they present. Am I correct?
in context,
In
yes.
context, yes.
But
So,
it is officially their public hearing
but
that
is
they're
it- is-
required to
but-
do. Yeah.
right, but they're required you to come to the land use. I just want to be clear about our statement
yeah.
because you're asking them to do it. You're now moving the meeting to make it a town hall meeting for them to present their idea and for the community at large
Yeah,
to come and discuss
correct.
the topic. So just want to be clear about wording. All right, so we're moving the meeting to a town hall meeting style for them to reach out to the community.
That's correct.
All right,
And
thank you.
provide the updates that change
Provide the
from the
necessary
period.
updates. Thank you. So
And
when we
provide an
ask,
opportunity for new input, should they have it. Or
All right, so-
anything that may have been missed in the last cycle.
so I'm gonna just ask, as usual, our community partners, our elected officials, the board, when presenting that flyer, that all of these individuals are invited
Yeah,
to this town hall to review and hear and discuss the topics at hand.
yes. Ms.
Perfect.
Frazier's
Thank
aware
you.
and the cancellation notices will go out, but
No cancellation. We're not canceling the meeting.
we're not, but we're trying to create
We're
a,
changing the style of. the meeting.
correct.
Okay,
We're trying
thank you.
to also do a dual cast so we could have it on WebEx and their platform. So we have a registry of it.
So
They do.
the office will be available for that date to make it a hybrid meeting,
Okay.
right? And we could do both, but it's not, will not be using the word cancel in our meeting,
All right, very good.
but our meeting will be a town hall meeting for
It will
the
be
day.
restructured into a town
Thank
hall
you.
meeting.
I appreciate it. And the flyer will go out to the community.
And any questions, you can find me in the front. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. That Parks and Beautification, Public Safety, is Public Safety here?
Good evening, all. Happy to have you here. Happy New Year, if I didn't say it before. We had our first meeting on Tuesday, January 4th. In that meeting, we lay out what we want to do for this year. Among them, we have some project that we will be doing with the youth. If you know any youth who would like to be involved in the parks, clean up, learning about plants, let us know, because we are reaching out to schools so we can do this project. We are also continuing our work with Council Member Farah Lewis and other elected officials in our district to do the street tree care. We had a planned activity last year. We didn't get a chance to do it. We'll do it again this year. Our next meeting will be on February 3rd. In the meantime, we met with the park manager. We have a new park manager. We met to discuss the waste dog dispensary and the signages that will pilot in at Tilden Park and Paragot Park. We asked for the community to help us to do some type of education because you are trying to pilot that, but we need your input just to make sure that people respect that the dispensary is for waste dog dispensary. So that will stay for that purpose, and also the signages not do not smoke, all those little things stay in place. So basically that's what it is, and we hope that you can come to our next meeting, which will be on WebEx on February 4th. And please, I will be sitting here. If you have any issue regarding the parks in our district, do not hesitate to contact the Park and Beautification Committee. It will be me, and I think the co-chair is here. Wave your hand, co-chair. So the co-chair is here as well. If you have anything, please let us know. Thank you.
Also, if we can just make sure to reach out to Mr. Heredia, Ms. Williams, and other city council members, see if we can do another in different specific areas. The shredding that was fairly successful the last time, so if we get that done in strategic parts of the district.
Oh,
All right, thank you, appreciate that. Public safety is not here, sanitation, DEP not here, social services. Oh, look at you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Montserrat Oni. I'm Chair of the Social Services Committee. We meet on the fourth Monday of every month on WebEx. So we'll be meeting next Monday. We were originally hoping to have some guests to talk about HIV prevention, but we've had to reschedule that to February. So our February meeting will be focused on information about HIV prevalence and the rising rates in our community, and also prevention and awareness resources. We are also getting ready to start planning for our April health fair. So if anyone works for any health agencies or, has communications with health agencies that would be interested in participating in the April Health Fair, please reach out and let me know. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Bylaws, she here, Tricia? Postal services? Communication. Thank you. 1 second. Mr. Westcott? Okay, so let's go quickly to the chairperson's report. If I could pull it up on my screen here. It's buffering. So let's see. All right, very quickly. So first of all, I want to welcome everyone to 2026. Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Chris Han Kwanzaa, whichever one I missed. Please add it in there somewhere. A happy MLK Day, and the likes. I know a lot of things are happening around our country, so I just want to make sure that New York City We are a sanctuary city, so I just want to make sure that people understand that, you know, one, you got to protect yourself, but sanctuary does not mean sanity. It doesn't mean sanity, right? And that they will not hold you. So those of you who are traveling, please make sure you understand one of the big things about immigration. If you're not documented, try your best to become documented to avoid certain issues. Make sure you tell a lot of people who like to remain, we are first and second generation Caribbean people. A lot of our parents we're not born here. And I just want to make sure that they understand that you cannot leave the country for an extended period of time if you do not have your citizenship. Also, if you have your citizenship, you want to also be careful about how long you leave the country. Please be certain of those things. And you need to get your real ID and the rest of the stuff. Just be careful as you're traveling, right? It doesn't matter which side of the aisle you're on. We're not talking about politics, Democratic or Republican. We're just talking about you as an immigrant to be cognizant of what is happening within the United States of America. And you just be careful. Also, very quickly, hopefully I can read this properly. It's very important this month. I'm sorry, we're not in February yet. By the end of February, if you are due to re-up your application for the board, please do so. There are a number of board members, 5 to be exact, will automatically be gone from the board between 25, 27. We also have some members who have stepped down from the board and a few more members who will be stepping down from the board. So we have about 8 or 9 spots, maybe 10 spots coming up. So if you know somebody who's interested in being on the board, please start with the application. And so you could go through the vetting process to be picked. How it works in a very simple note, 50% is chosen by the 4 city council members, with Councilmember Farrah Lewis having the most. And I think it's then followed by Rita Joseph, then Darlene Mealy, and then I forgot who the 4th person is right now. I don't know why I did that. Oh, Chris Banks, right? Followed by Chris Banks, right? So you get your picks, and then the board president has 50% of the members who can be appointed, okay? So those people who are, so basically, the way to look at it, to know if you're on the list, if you did not read the email or didn't get the letter, if you were nominated to the board, appointed to the board 2019, right? If you're appointed 2019, that means that your 8 years will end 2027, so you will not be reappointed to the board. That's basically how it works. Also, those people who had a 1-year term, you got to be careful about that. Some people had a 1-year term, and then your 2-year term started on 2019. You're also part of that list as well. So let's just be careful. Those people who are 2020 and up, you have until 2030. Okay? So you apply now, and then you apply 2028, and then you're done. Please also remember the bar president's office. If you have a young person who's 16 years old, 16 to 18, and they want to apply for the board, they should do so. New members will be onboarded will be appointed in March and onboarded in April. Okay. 2 things related to staff. The first thing is I would like to bring both staff members up here. So I'm going to talk about one first. Let's bring up Nowshin Farah. Ms. Farah, please step forward. Right here, right here. I am sad to say that as of Friday, January 23rd, we're going to lose our ADM. Ms. Naushin Farah will be moving on to, I want to say bigger and better things, but I'm not saying that. We had an onboard, an exit interview today. Excellent. She brought us some good ideas. And it's up to her. I'm going to give her a couple of minutes to say her farewell to the board. And I would also, while she's doing that, I would like all of our board members to slowly walk forward to the board while she speaks, quickly. All of our board members, please slowly walk forward as she gives her, what do you call her, adieu. Board members.
Good evening, everyone. I think many of you guys know me by now. My name is Noshin Farah. I'm the Assistant District Manager for CB17 till tomorrow, I guess. I've been with CB17 for a year and a half, and I can confidently say that I don't really think there's a position on planet Earth that will let you learn as much as you can here at CB17. I met a variety of different people, very passionate people about the neighborhood. And it gave me a certain sort of purpose as to what I want to do in my life. And I think it cemented that city employment, working for the government, improving neighborhoods, just being there for the people is what I want to do for the rest of my life. So I'm forever grateful and thankful for the opportunity that was presented here. And for those of you guys who know me, I want you to know that, my phone is always open. If you want to call me and text me, just spill some tea, my line is always open. And thank you so much to everybody for providing me with this opportunity.
On behalf of Community Board 17, I would like to present you with this bouquet on behalf of all of our board members, our staff. Where's Diana? Right, Ms. Frazier, please come on up. Can we sink in so we can get a nice picture, if you don't mind? And so now, I just would like to, everybody please scoot in. Trisha, don't bother standing. Come in, come quick. Come take a picture. Is that Kamara? Is that Swaby? Come on in quickly. Let's take a very quick picture. We could make 2 lines. No, I want to hold it. All right, ready? Let's pay attention to Daniel quickly. Oh, Mr. Tate, please. She missed you. Come on, Mr. Tate. Hurry up, Mr. Tate. You're a permanent board member. Let's go. Ayana, don't move. All right, ladies and gentlemen, with the passing of the torch, from our ADM. Initially, we hired Ayana Sinclair. We hired her full-time. Then we hired her part-time, but now we got the notification. And now, oops. And now, please welcome full-time to the staff, our newest member who will start February 1st, as February 2, that's a Monday? Whatever. She started already, she just didn't know that. So welcome Ayana Sinclair as a full-time staff, our newest community coordinator. Welcome. All right, and also notification will be going out. We'll be hiring a part-time staff coming soon once everything is established. Okay. Please continue to remember that if there's anything that you want to add to our newsletter, please do so. My new model for this year, we started out with putting the community first. That was, I'm sorry, moving the community forward. We're still going to continue with moving the community forward, but now we're going to add moving the community forward, business by business, block by block, right? So so just think about that. So if you have things and you want to partner with our community board, please make sure that we know so we can partner with you, moving our community forward, business by business, block by block. Okay? Thank you. All right. This is just kind of hard to read. I'm sorry for that. Next, on this, did that already. Lastly, well, not lastly, second to last, I've been walking through the community to meet with different businesses, as I told you, based upon the model. I spent 3 visits. I don't know if they're here, but I spent 3 visits this week at Bojangles, the newest Bojangles. Has anyone gone there to the newest Bojangles or passed by there? Ralph and Church? If you can, there is absolutely no space. So go in, the biscuit is great, right? Shameless plug. But the newest business is coming into, and it's right at the corner of Ralph Avenue and Church. It's right there. The owner, Habib, they're very good about meeting with the community residents. I want to give thanks to one of our block association presidents, Erica Grant from East 59th Street, right? All right, sad news. Today, I read the email from CBRE, and the email stated that the owner of 2700 Church Avenue has decided to move on from the somewhat of a commitment that they had with the board for us to move and relocate it there. I reached out last week to City Council to try to expedite what they're doing. The process takes way too long. And personally, if I owned the business as well, and you're taking over a year to hold a space that I had to pay rent for and mortgage for, I could see why they did it. But in this case, the owner has moved on. And then my last comment is about our 501c3, the nonprofit wing of our community board. We're still moving forward with the process. We're almost done with the filing of the 501c3 so that we're able to get funds and do things to raise money for the members of this community at large. With that, I think there are things here that I cannot read, but with that ends my report. Thank you. Are there any questions related to my report? Seeing none, District Manager Frazier. Followed by agency report. So Lieutenant, so you're going up right after her.
Good evening. Welcome back, everyone, from your holidays with friends and family. We're happy to have you with us this evening. You may notice I'm a little solemn. You know, Ms. Farah is leaving, so uh, uh, I'm going to miss her. During the executive meeting that was held 2 weeks ago, I informed the members of my intent to focus more on community outreach. And I think I spoke about that at last month's meeting. Community outreach has always been a concern of the board. Unfortunately, with the shortage of staff, we have not been able to fully participate in a number of community outreach. And I would like to make community outreach one of our priorities this year. Of course, I heard the chairperson emphasizing the importance of working more with Block associations and community businesses. And I believe with community outreach, we'll be able to meet so much and so many more of our community residents. With the ADM, oops, somebody touched the switch there. With the ADM leaving, I think it's from the back. Yeah. I'll continue with my report. At least you could see me. So, yeah, with the ADM leaving, we are back to square one. However, as the chair stated, Ms. Sinclair would be joining us either February 1st or February 2nd, and we will be looking into hiring a part-time staff to assist with our community outreach, in addition to other duties and responsibilities. In doing so, we would like to shift from more of an internal budget process to more of a community-driven budgeting. In the past, we've circulated forms and presentations were made here. And the forms were submitted back to the board. But what we would like to do as we move forward is to engage more of the community. And I would definitely look into ways that we can do so, maybe conducting more community meetings. I believe that will really strengthen our budget requests. In addition to that, we're preparing to implement a more comprehensive approach to processing some of the complaints that you call into our office. We will move forward when the new hire comes on board. And we are also looking to implement a system that would allow our staff to access those complaints, whether they're called in or submitted to the office in a written form. I would also like to encourage community residents to participate more. This is so important. Please participate more in our monthly committee meetings. Residents really need to know that the importance of committees. They play an intricate part in advocating for resources. They forward it to the general body, and then we vote on their recommendations. I have some forms in the back. If you're interested in sitting on a committee, please complete that form, hand it to me. You know, a few weeks ago, I was sitting in the office and I think it was the communication chair said to me, you know, Ms. Fraser, I really don't enjoy riding on the train. And I was thinking, is there a express bus service with a route that travels through East Flatbush to Manhattan? And this is something, you know, that in the course of a conversation, it came up. I went into my office, put a letter together, and I submitted it to the MTA. And I received a response. They're going to conduct a feasibility study to make that determination. I'm sure not too many people like to ride the subway. All right? If we can get an express bus, and I hope when they're conducting the survey that you'll participate. But it's important to sit on the committees and let's find out what's happening. I know the chair responded to this 3-page memo we received today regarding the city bike expansion in Community Board 17 district. Who wants more bikes, right? But if you sit on the Transportation Committee, your voices will be heard and we could collectively send a message, a strong message to DOT to let them know what we want in our community. So I encourage you, please participate more in our committee meetings. I know that the chair has already responded to this 3-page letter that we received from DOT regarding the city bike expansion in Community Board 17, something that we've been advocating against for quite some time. We've had meetings in our office with commissioners, our elected officials, Councilmember Farah, I think Assembly Member Rodney Bichat, and most of our council members support us. But guess what? The community voices are not being heard. So we need you to participate in our committee meetings. It's very important. And I want you to know that as the district manager, I remain committed to working with our partners, our city agencies, NYPD, sanitation. We are going to revisit some of our sanitation issues that I discussed, I think, 2 or 3 months ago. We have cars on Nostrand Avenue, Church Avenue, some of our main areas. They do not move. And so our streets are not being swept. And what we're looking to do is to have some kind of enforcement. While the streets are being cleaned, enforcement is right there working with them to ensure that the cars are moved or you get ticketed, right? Our scorecard rating is very important and we need to learn how to keep our community clean. Again, your voices are important, so I encourage you to join us at our committee meetings. It's all listed there on the back table. And as Ms. Farah leave, tomorrow is her last day in office, and I think her last day with the board would be on Friday. I want to take a moment to personally thank her for her service as Assistant District Manager. Ms. Farah, your dedication, support, and commitment to the responsibilities of the role have been appreciated. You contributed meaningfully to the work of the office and your efforts. You supported both our team and the community we serve. So although we are so sorry, and I am sorry to see you go, we respect your decision and wish you continued success in your next chapter, in your next professional journey. So thank you for your time, effort, and service to our board and to the community at large. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much. I just want to echo one thing and continue the conversation. We need the community to reach out. We want to be clear with the DOT. We never told, thank you. We never told DOT that they can't have certain areas for bike lanes, but we've requested that they remove some of the bike racks within our community that don't belong there and remind them that we're a 2-fare zone. So we need the community to reflect what we're doing. One of the things that they did, and what they did was they surveyed people enter the community who might or might not use a bike, but they did not survey people within the community to get the answers that they were looking for. And so when we reflected what the community wanted, they reflected what the survey said of people who are outside of the community, downtown Brooklyn, Manhattan, all of these people that didn't live in Community Board 17. And so we want to make sure that the people who live here make that representation as well. Right, thank you very much. So I have an option, it's 7:50. You can move down, right? Or we turn off the lights altogether for them to come back on. Take a choice. Move down So if I see people start moving now and I know what your choice is, if you don't move, I'm gonna have them turn off the lights so we can have the lights back on. 3, 2. Yes, Ms. Burlock. All right. Yeah, you're right. Nobody was gonna move for real. Lieutenant,
Yes, good evening. Lieutenant Chauvet, Special Operations Lieutenant for the 6-7 Precinct. Deputy Inspector Beauvoir unfortunately had a family emergency, so he couldn't make it today. So I'll be the next best thing. So I know it's the 21st, but Happy New Year to everybody. I know that's played out, but Happy New Year. So we see that we have not took a shooting yet for the year, which is a great accomplishment for the 6-7 Precinct. We took no homicides, you know what I mean? So these are some things that we definitely should clap up. No shootings, no homicides right now. Robberies are down. But what we do see an uptick in is grand larcenies, right? Obviously, tax season is coming up. IRS does not contact you guys. They do not call you, right? Sometimes they email, but most of the time they do not email you. You reach out to IRS if you have any issues, right? In addition to that, mailbox phishing has been a big issue for us, right? So people are actually going to see a mailbox, grabbing the letters, reprinting out checks. So please, if you have auto pay, right, we would suggest that you guys go through and sign up for auto pay for your bills. Do not send checks, right? These are the things how we can further decrease grand larcenies. Also warming up your vehicles for cars, right? We noticed that we see it. Sometimes kids just jump in and start joyriding in vehicles because people leave their car running while they're getting breakfast, or in the morning while they're warming up their coffee because it's cold outside. Please, guys, if you could invest in an auto start, it'd be best, right? Because you do not want to be a victim of that crime. And obviously go through the trouble of filling out a report, going through insurance. That is a lot of work. So the 6-7 Precinct also has towed 40 vehicles for the new year already, right? It was a community complaint, so we've been focusing on you guys' community complaints. In addition to that, we've also towed 8 mopeds. So these are things that we're working on in the community. If you have any issues, you can always shoot me an email or shoot me a text. I'm gonna put my information on the table up there. If you guys have any issues or concerns, the 6-7 Precinct does send you its regards. And again, if you do have any issues, you can always reach out to me, and I'm happy to be here.
thank you. Just to share a very quick story, a friend of mine told me last night, we were talking about the scamming, that somebody called them and told them that their brother was in jail and they need $500 for bail, and he Zelled the $500. So when you talk about scanning and grand and larceny and petty larceny, so that's a very fair point. And by the way, when you Zell the money, for those of you who Zell, once you Zell it, it's gone, unless the person chooses to give it back. Any questions for Lieutenant Chauvet? Any questions? I see none. And agencies, I know I saw the library. Did I see downstate? I thought I saw Alicia, Ms. Goodrich. There are no questions for Lieutenant? All right, awesome. All right, is that a question online? Kwame, Sheriff Frey. Is there a question online, Sheriff Frey? Okay, all right. The library?
Good evening, everybody. My name is John Huth. I'm the branch manager at the East Flatbush Library. Just want to tell you about a couple of our programs. We are having story times on Fridays and Saturdays at 11 o'clock. We're doing a new sensory story time on Wednesdays for young people who may be on the spectrum. Resume help is on Thursday at 2 o'clock. Adult dominoes, Tuesday at 6 o'clock. Teen crochet on Mondays bi-monthly, and Brainy Babies at the rugby branch. So we would love to see you at the library, and thanks for your time.
Next agency, are there any? Okay, community session. If you have a question, please come up to the mic.
If you're a community member in the audience, pardon me 1 second online. If you're a community member in the audience this evening, whether in person or virtually and would like to speak, in person, please come up to one of the mics that are in the aisle. Online, please remain on mute with the raise your hand function utilized so that we know that you are waiting. We'll make sure that you are a part of the queue. And please note, Mr. Chair, how many minutes are you giving community members?
So each community member has, thank you, Madam Sergeant at Arms. Each community member has 2 minutes to give your report. If you have something written, after giving the report, please submit it to the secretary, Ms. Grandison, for her to submit for online or in our minutes. So let's go community session. If you have, again, community session, please step forward. We have 2 mics, please even out. You can begin.
Hello, my name is Shawnee Samuels. I'm a community ambassador from Bridging Access to Care. I just wanted to go over some of the services that we offer in the community. We have 2 offices that are located within this community, one at 2261 Church Avenue and then 3301 Foster Avenue. We offer substance use services, mental health services, sexual health screenings, housing services. So we do supportive housing assistance as well for those that are struggling with mental health issues or substance use issues. We also host a bunch of different events throughout the community. For example, we're having our bingo night this Saturday. That is going to be at our community center, which is 1404 Brooklyn Avenue. And also real quick, I just wanted to talk about our program for the youth, for people that are aged 18 to 25. We have a program for them if they are using substances or struggling with mental health illnesses. We help them with, finding services, counseling, housing, things of that nature. So yes, if you have any questions or concerns, feel free to come see me. I also put our flyers in the back on the table as well for anyone to see.
I'm sorry, could you repeat a little bit slower your name and the name of the organization?
Sure. My name is Shawnee Samuels, and I'm from Bridging Access to Care.
Bridging Access to Care.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just double check to make sure.
Good night, everyone. My name is Cheryl Bernard. Have you noticed that New York City is turning into an anti-home, anti-car city? Even if you own a home and even if you don't own a home, but you own a car and everything legitly, you have to pay car note, car insurance, registration, inspection. You have to look out for speed cams, red light cameras, double park cameras, and let's not forget gas. All of this with nowhere to park. But tonight, I just want to bring to your attention of the disparate impact and unjust treatment that this community is getting. On Albany, Winthrop, and Clarkson, they are preparing to build 7 buildings with only 9% of home ownership. This consists of 3 shelters, a MICA shelter, a men's shelter, and a senior shelter. The MICA shelter stands for mentally ill, chemically addicted, with 4 affordable units, but all of this they're building with no parking, okay? The reason I'm calling it unfair is because in our community, they're building over 1,300 units on 7 acres of land with no parking. But in Queens Creedmoor site, which is also a former psych center, they're building 2,850 units with plenty of parking, but their elected officials fought for them and got them reduced by 850 units. So now they're only building 2,000 units on 59 acres of land. Do the math, people. 1,300 over 7 by us. In Creedmoor, only 2,000 over 59 acres. They have plenty of parking, and we have no parking. Here's where you can help. Please see me to sign a petition because we want to ask City Councilwoman Rita Joseph to clarify if this Kingsborough Vital Brooklyn project which is, by the way, in CB9 and CB17. If it requires a city council public hearing and a city council approval. I want them to go back to the design table and include the community like they did with Creedmoor. I have information where you could look on Creedmoor's website and see that they said what they want, what they don't want, and they basically gave them almost everything that they wanted to. But I want them to come back to the drawing board with us and include the community. And I would like for them to have housing for nurses and doctors that are in our area and hospital workers. Why can't we give houses for them? But instead, they want to put a MICA shelter for us. I've asked elected official
You got
Brian
20
Cunningham.
seconds. 20 seconds.
I asked elected official Brian Cunningham, who's now running for lieutenant governor, mind you, and has not helped us, Myri Zelnor and Letitia James, and I've even written Hakeem Jeffries and Yvette Clark. If anyone wants to see me, please see me afterwards to sign a petition and to help us. I'm from Say No to Less. You can scan my QR code in the back. Go to our website for any information, and you can give me your information, and I'll be happy to share more with you. Thank you for allowing me to speak.
Not a problem. Also, with the petition, you're free to stand at the door, pass it around outside if people want to sign in on the petition.
Thank you so
Okay?
much. Thank
And
you
you can
so-
stick around, have a clipboard, have them sign. Mr. Story? Jay? Please remember 3 minutes.
Mr. Chair, can I get permission to speak from the podium so I could speak directly to people, or would you prefer I be here?
Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Can you hear me? Before I start, can people raise their hand who's here because of the Vital Brooklyn, who's showing up because they want to see people who could talk about this? Okay. My name is Jay Sored. I'm a concerned citizen. I have no interest in the project. I'm a former member of the CB17 Land Use Committee and Housing Committee back in 2016, and from the CB9 Housing Committee and Land Use Committee. I'm here to specifically state on Vital Brooklyn Kingsborough Psych, which is a New York State project, which Community Board 9 voted down and is against this. The narrative out there is that no one has any voice, no one has any power to do anything because it's a New York State project. You're all being misinformed. The governor could snap her fingers and help you and change it, just like she did in Creedmoor. But the reality is that your elected officials are doing nothing because they want to be elected. If you look up Creedmoor, you'll see a very similar project with New York State Empire State Development. It's an old psych ward. And the governor made massive revisions there because the local New York State Assembly people spoke out. What you don't know is that the New York State governor appoints 7 out of 9 members of the New York State Empire State Development. She could snap her fingers and change everything. There's a big difference between Creedmoor and here. Here, they're oversaturating the neighborhood with homeless and formerly homeless. You've done more than your fair share. It's a dumping ground, okay? In Creedmoor, it's 10% social services. Here, it's 38%. Home ownership, Creedmoor, 50%. You guys get 9%. Home ownership is an important issue in terms of intergenerational wealth. Parking, 1,080 units, not one parking spot. 45 spots, that'll easily be taken by the supermarket and by the other commercial space, which is 60,000. Creedmoor is being done incredibly different than here because your elected officials aren't speaking out. This has to be approved by the city council. The Jewish community, Crown Heights Jewish Community Council has sent a letter in asking for clarification of whether or not this project has to go to the city council. On the sheets that I gave you, it explains everything. Because this involves the transfer of land from New York City over to New York State Empire State Development, the Urban Development Corporation Act, Section 14.2 specifically says that you have to have a city council public hearing. That means that Rita Joseph, because of member deference, has to approve this. That means you have a voice. I'm being ignored by every elected official. I've sent this to the New York State Attorney General. The New York State Attorney General will not come to the Community Board. Community Board 9 asked the Attorney General, can you come and listen to us? She said no, but she's busy campaigning for Mandami. I'm not here to be nice. I'm here to give you the reality of what's going on. Your civil rights are being violated, and this has to go through City Council. We asked for a clarification from Rita Joseph, whose district the project sits in, whether or not the community has a voice and a say. And it's great to be nice, but your rights are being walked all over and you're being treated like second-class citizens. The time for being nice is done because you're being disrespected. Ask Rita Joseph, does this have to go through the community, to a city council meeting?
Jay,
If they ignore you, now you know why.
thank
very
you.
much, Rudy.
I just a quick question. You can stand right there for a second. I just have a quick question. And please do not take more than 15 seconds to answer.
Okay.
Thank you. You said to contact city council, which is Councilmember Rita Joseph. Is that only person? That's A. And the second one is the person that previously spoke of, Brian Cunningham. That's state. So my question to you is, are we reaching out to both, one or the other? And is there some campaign that's already in process to get that done?
There is currently a letter that was a letter that was given by the Crown Heights Jewish Community Council to the New York City Council Subcommittee on Oversight. It was given on around November 16th, as it shows in your papers, to Gail Brewer. There's a new person who's all of the people who are on the Oversight Committee. Rita Joseph was on the Oversight Committee. Now everybody is off the committee. There's new people. So yes, to answer your question, it is in the Oversight Committee. There's the head of the Oversight Committee. I don't know the person's name, but any city council person, like the local city council person, Rita Joseph, it's up to her to contact the Oversight Committee and say, we want a clarification. Rita Joseph already asked her general counsel a week ago because of Cheryl Bernard, what's the answer? So finally, we're close to getting the answer. That's number one. Brian Cunningham, in terms of the assembly, because he's New York State, him or Senator Myrie could easily go to Letitia James and say, what's the answer here? She can get involved, even though she doesn't have to, because of what's called parens patriae, which means parent of the state. The Corporate Council of New York City, they don't have to help people. They just have to help community boards. The Attorney General is the head. She's the top cop for the state, for the people.
Okay.
So both of those people.
Thank you. Just thank you for that. But thank you for the report. I appreciate that.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
All right. You're welcome. Before I move on to any other agencies, Ms. Goodrich, before I move on to any other community persons, Ms. Goodrich, do you have anything to add from downstate that you'd like to add quickly? Ms. Graham, do you have any report? Yes. Yes, you have a report? Can you step forward quickly? Let Ms. Goodrich go and then you go. Did I miss any chair or board or agency that has a report that I missed? Our community. So again, online? Okay. Go ahead, Ms. Goodrich.
Real brief. Happy New Year, everyone. Welcome back to SUNY Downstate Health Sciences University. Excited to see the room packed on a cold January evening. Sending greetings from the staff, the students here. The only thing I do have to share with you all is to keep us in prayer as we go up for the budget and $100 million in operations funding in order to keep us open while we rebuild the hospital. Number two, February 6th, the flyer is not done. We just confirmed it today. We were doing a Heart Health Day event and the community is invited. We're going to do a full cardiovascular interactive event where you will have health checks, BMI, some tests you've never heard of. Because we are a school of research, we have that here. So look out for the flyer. I will send it to the team here at CB17 for you to join us on that Friday and wear red. Thank you so much and see you next month.
Thank you, Madam VP. All right, Ms. Graham, any other community members? Going once? Community members, you said there's one online, right? Okay, so we're gonna go with you and then we're gonna go online. Go ahead. Ms. Graham, go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. I just want to say on behalf of the Personnel Committee, I don't see her now, but on behalf of the Personnel Committee, I just want to share my sincere appreciation and gratitude to you, Ms. Farah. I don't see her. Ms. Farah, for the impact you have made at CB17 as you step away from the board, though certainly not from serving and service, Please know that your leadership, commitment, and unwavering dedication have truly made a difference here in 17. I want to thank you again for all that you have contributed, and I wish you continued success and fulfillment in all that lies ahead. And in addition, I'd like to warmly welcome Ms. Ayana Sinclair, who, as District Manager Fraser shared, will begin her tenure with CB17 on or around February 2nd. And Ms. Sinclair, we look forward to having you join the team and contributing to the important work ahead in CB17. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right, the two persons online, let me see if I can see the names. Milana, read that last name, go ahead. Huh?
Thank you. Good evening, and thank you very much for the
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
to connect to the community. My name is Milana Kananenka, and I'm a liaison for the public participation process for a solid waste facility in your community. And it is Dicastoli Carton Inc. And last year, I was lucky to meet many of you. And Happy New Year to everybody. This year, we are hosting the second virtual meeting for the community outreach. And our engineer, Marmik Jarivala from Diocese, who is assisting us with public participation process, is going to join me here and explain more about the meeting. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. So regarding this and outreach program, we previously organized a virtual meeting and also joined in the follow-up dialogue to inform the public about the project, gather community input, and provide
I'm sorry,
replies to
what
the.
project is this? I cannot hear you.
The project is Dicastoli Carding Inc.
Dicastoli, the one that our Chair Frey spoke about. Go ahead.
So in addition to the previous meetings that we held, we also held two in-person walkthroughs for the people to understand or visualize the project upgrades, understand the projective positive impacts in the surrounding areas. And now we are organizing a second public meeting. The meeting will share project updates, present design changes made in response to the community input, and continue engaging the public during this DEC permit review process. The second virtual meeting will be at February 5th at 7:30 p.m. It will be held online via Zoom. Information on how to join, along with the project documentations, have been shared with the community board and is also available online on the project's website. Project representatives will be available to address any questions and concerns. We encourage the community members and the stakeholders to attend and participate. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Just as a note, Chair Frey has stated that there will be a town hall style meeting on February 6th for Dicastoli, and it'll be a hybrid meeting in the board office, half of it in the board office, and the other one online for February 5th. Just to make a note for that date. Yes, Ms. Frazier. Hybrid. So some of it will be in person, some of it will be, but we could, you know what? Let me correct myself. Let me do that right now. There will be a hybrid meeting and we'll discuss it with Chair Frey and he'll let you know what the final result of that conversation is come tomorrow or Friday. Right? Thank you. Yes. All right. Community legislative. So let's just, before any legislative person comes up, please note that if you're a representative, you have 2 to 3 minutes, 2 to 3. If you are the elected official, you have 5 minutes. Please stay within those because I don't want the constituents to start getting mad at me telling me the meetings are too long. So legislative report. I don't have the list in front of me, but I know Ms. Ayana Sinclair was here. I saw Daniel that was here. Is that Councilmember Farrar? Councilmember Lewis? What are you hiding back there for? All right. So let's, Ayana, you go first. and then Councilmember Lewis. Is our bar president's office in the building? All right, you go next after Miss James. Did I miss anyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, and Dorothy for Assemblymember Monique Chandler Waterman's office. Go ahead, Ms. Sinclair. So again, the order: Ayana, Councilmember, Bar President, Assemblymember Monique Chandler Waterman. Are there people online? All right, thank you.
Yes,
Good
there
evening,
are people
everybody.
online.
My name is Ayana Williams. I'm the Chief of Staff for Councilmember Darlene Mealy of the 41st Council District. I know it's late already in the month and it's almost over, but Happy New Year. This is my first time seeing most of you for the year. Just going to go down the line. On Mondays, we have 2 free immigration attorneys that come to our office. On Tuesdays, we have a housing specialist. He's not an attorney, he's a housing specialist, which means he assists with existing housing issues. Every first Wednesday of the month, we have veteran services. Every second and fourth Wednesday, we have someone to come in and help you with Housing Connect if you want to register, if you want to learn how to navigate it. Also, for our end of the month meeting, which is our monthly Community Advisory Board meeting, that will be held on Saturday, January 31st at our district office, which is at 400 Rockaway Avenue. That's going to be from 11 a.m. to 12:30. And last but not least, in partnership with Oath and Brooklyn Public Library, we're going to be doing an Oath resource event at the East Flatbush Library at 9612 Church Avenue. And that's going to be on Wednesday, February 4th from 11 to 3. Again, Happy New Year. And just in case you wanted to apply for them, discretionary funding is now open and you can go to the council website, which is council.nyc.gov/budget. Thank you.
In the minutes, but no, you have to do roll call first. You have to make sure that, oh, you need English, do you? Okay.
Good evening, everyone. Guys, it's almost over. Good evening, everyone. We're almost there. We're almost at the finish line. I'm happy to see everyone. Happy 2026. I'm Councilmember Farah Lewis, representing District 45. Thank you for bearing the weather to be here this evening. We appreciate your commitment. I just wanted to briefly share with you all some of the legislation that we worked on last year and what we're going to be focusing on for 2026. Last year, I was able to pass a series of legislation, some focused on housing safety. Local Law 151, also known as the Benzie Law, was a piece of legislation that we got passed last year after an 11-month-old baby boy died due to a faulty radiator in our district. While this does not bring the baby back, it does not give resolve to the family. Overall, we were happy to have used government in order to support them in the initiative that they sought to put forth to support them at the moment that they were in. We also passed legislation on reproductive maternal mortality and morbidity, local laws 109 and 108, focusing on women and their birthing experiences and tackling issues at health and hospitals. We also passed legislation on pay equity. Women make up the larger portion of our workforce here in civil service, and we were able to pass a series of bills to tackle issues around pay equity. And last but not least, we passed some bills tackling issues around disparities on STEM and tech education for our young people in high schools. This year, we will be focusing on, and this is just top line, but there'll be more things. 2026 will focus on childcare, affordability measures with our new speaker, Julie Menon, who's the first Jewish speaker of the New York City Council, as well as tackling issues around our new zoning laws and ensuring that community boards in New York City are aware of different applicants and prepared to tackle any issues they have with applications. I was just recently appointed the new chair of the subcommittee on zoning and franchises for the city council. I'm honored to have that opportunity and look forward to supporting this community board as we tackle our zoning agenda here for this district. Also wanted to share that we have some flyers in the back about discretionary funding applications. So if you are a block association, civic association, a church, a nonprofit, please take the flyer and join one of our workshops. This is for you. This is to equip you and prepare you for a very strong application so that you can prepare to get discretionary fundings by the city council. So please join the trainings. It definitely helps you in the process. I want to thank Congressman Hakeem Jeffries and Congresswoman Yvette Clarke. They hosted a Future of Haitian TPS workshop with myself and some other elected officials last week as we prepare for February 3rd and what's to come. So we'll keep you posted on next steps around that. Also want to thank Governor Kathy Hochul for hosting the announcement of the 2Care program here in the city of New York and the state. She did it at the Flatbush YMCA and has made a commitment to support our district with 2Care funding. So I look forward to working with this community board on that. And last week, I was honored to participate in the Meyer Levin Student Government Swearing-In Ceremony as they prepare young people for civic engagement. And we have a new student government at Meyer Levin Junior High School preparing our young people for the future. So that's all I have to share for the evening. Also wanted to share, I just got this notification by the Crown Heights Jewish Community Council, and just wanted to share with the gentleman that was up here. I don't know if he's still here. Hey. Look forward to working with you. I don't know when this is prepared for ULURP, but open to having a conversation. And I think you shared this and provided the information that everyone needed to hear here tonight. It is a state project. Vital Brooklyn is a state project that was actually created under Andrew Cuomo, and it was inherited by Governor Kathy Hochul. And I think this is the moment where those changes could be made. So look forward to supporting you and speaking to my colleagues in order to address this. But I do want to let you know I have spoke to Assemblymember Cunningham, and this is something that he is seeking to work on tackling. So maybe we could team up on this together and work with him. I know it's not my district, but happy to help. I don't think it's coming before my committee, but there is a new chair for the Oversight Committee. It's Councilmember Krishnan. Great person to work with, always open to listening. So here to support you however I can. All right, if no one has any questions for me, have a blessed evening and hope to see you next month.
All right, thank you very much. You almost made it with 5 minutes, almost. Thank you so much, Council Member. As always, a pleasure to see you, by the way. All right, thank you so much.
Thank you, Councilmember Lewis. So my name is Alicia Ray Miller. I am the CB17 Community Board Liaison with the Office of the Brooklyn Borough President, Antonio Reynoso. It's great to see everyone here today. Happy New Year. It's been a little bit. So I'm here with a few short updates. One, as you probably know, community board applications are live. If you know anyone who's interested, please encourage them to apply. Thank you to many people who are coming in today to go and see their community board, our new applicants who are here. So applications are open until February 6th. Finally, let's see, we celebrated MLK Day and co-hosted with BAM the 40th celebration. And that was amazing this last Monday. So we are so grateful to be there. Flatbush specific, tomorrow we're having an event that is nearby at the Flatbush YMCA. It's from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. on getting your summonses corrected with DOB. So if you know anyone who might be interested, completely free, nearby. And please come to me or look online. I don't have a flyer printed out. We also have at Brooklyn Borough Hall free tax prep. There are flyers for that one in the back, and it will be from February to April. Please do look into that. We have a lot of appointments available. That is fantastic. Also, two new things that we have coming up with the new year. Our deputy borough president is having a cohort of different faith groups come together to discuss building new affordable housing. So if you are a part of a faith group, a church, a mosque, a synagogue, please do come ask me. And there's a flyer in the back where you can learn more about it. So if there's any extra space in your organization, from a parking lot to a park, open areas, building upwards, this is a really good place. It's completely free, and a cohort supporting you figuring out whether it's a good decision to go and support building more affordable housing for the community, which is deeply needed. And then one final thing, we are really excited to partner with Brooklyn College in the upcoming year to go and launch a perinatal mental health online course. It's a bunch of graduate courses, and it's perfect for OBGYNs, nurses, mental health professionals, and anyone really in the health field. So going and connecting people with the skills to go and support people going through pregnancy, before, after, and during with their mental health, which is something that is really overlooked and extremely important. So really excited to have that launched. And let me see if I'm forgetting anything else. But it was fantastic to be here. Thank you guys for having me. That's all. We have a lot of community board events happening to get and encourage applications. So
Thank
excited
you.
to be a part of that.
Alicia, come here for 1 second, please. And thank you very much for your report. And once you finish, are there any questions for Alicia? Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Next, go ahead. Come on. Dorothy. Alicia. Go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Aomi Styling. I am with the Office of Assembly Member Brian Cunningham, and I serve as his Director of Community Affairs. So on the table in the back, I just have 3 flyers. And so the first one is a blood drive we'll be having next week, Monday and Tuesday here at SUNY Downstate. And so we encourage you to donate some blood. We also have Tenant Thursdays coming in partnership with CUF. So if you would have any questions or concerns about housing, you can definitely call our office and we'll set an appointment, but I will say we do not give any vouchers. So no vouchers. And the member will be having his State of the District next week, Thursday. So we encourage you to come out here. It'll be right here next week, Thursday, from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. He will be addressing what he has accomplished within his last 4 years as an assembly member and what he hopes to accomplish in the future. And that's also a great way just to connect with the member and address any concerns that you have. And so that's all I have to say. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you very much. Ms. Sinclair, Ms. Gordon, I'm sorry.
Hello, good evening, and Happy New Year. Someone said earlier that they're not going to say Happy New Year because it's corny. I said until maybe March. So Happy New Year, have a thriving 2026. My name is Dorothy Gordon, and I'm here on behalf of Assemblywoman Chandler Waterman, and she brings your greeting. I was looking on here because she was going to log on from Albany, but she's not here, so I'm going to present for her. And I'm not going to do the legislative piece of it, just the community portion of it. Just to let you know, I'm going to start with the Utica Crescent, because I know a lot of folks have been asking about that, and that was the lottery. And so on Saturday, we're having a Vital Voice, which is, and I have flyers in the back, which is on Saturday at IS 189. And we have a representative coming to explain the post lottery. But I know that folks have been calling the phone number off the hook and cannot get them. So I searched and searched and begged, and I have new numbers for you. I have 2 additional numbers that if you call, that someone will pick up, because a lot of people have been calling the main Shinda number, but that organization have lots of buildings. So this is, I'm gonna, if you have a pen and paper, those who are interested, Middleton, and the number is 347-534-3256. Again, 347-534-3256. And Ronald Brown, number is 347-534-3269. And it's the same number. Oh my gosh, I just read it twice, two different people. But, and I'm going to leave this number with Ms. Fraser if anyone may need it. Additionally, as I mentioned, we have a Vital Voice, and in the Vital Voice, we're going to have specialists come and speak about the homes in the neighborhood. For example, flooding, community driveways, sinking homes, and flooding. So get more information about that on Saturday. And also, we are still doing our Housing Thursdays, but by appointment. You can make an appointment to talk about your housing needs. And every second Friday is autism. A lot of folks are calling in, getting a specialist to talk about any kind of resources or services that you may need. Also, we're still doing our pop-up food drive. I know it's gonna be kind of chilly, but we are blessed. Tomorrow is the next pop-up and it's gonna be 45 degrees. So it's not gonna be -2 like yesterday. So pop-up is between 3 and 5 p.m. and while supplies last. And the last thing is Caucus Weekend. Caucus Weekend is a weekend that you get a bus to go to Albany and you caucus and you learn about the process and workshops. So there's going to be a free bus going from both Canarsie and here on Utica, and I have flies back there. And it's for Valentine's Day. So if you can join me for Valentine's Day, we'll be in a bus together to go to Albany and learn about the process. And I think that's it. If you have any questions for me, please let me know.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. Portia?
Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, let me turn on my camera so you can see me for the new year because I haven't seen you guys. Good evening, everyone. My name is Portia Edwards. I'm the District Director for State Senator Zelma Mary's office. Happy New Year because it is a new year and I haven't seen y'all, so Happy New Year. I just have a few updates for the next coming month, some events that we're having. On February 4th, we are partnering with Lasante Health Center to do a dental screening and game night. It's going to be on February 4th. It's also in partnership with Councilmember Rita Joseph's office from 2 to 6 p.m. at Lasante Health Center, which is 672 Parkside Avenue. On February 19th, in honor of Black History Month, we're going to be doing a Medgar Evers screening at Reedsville Heritage Center from 5 to 7:30. Those flyers will be handed out as well. They should be ready by next week, so I'll make sure you guys get those flyers. We just did our Martin Luther King celebration on Saturday, this past Saturday, at the Brooklyn Library, which was absolutely amazing. We had some people come out and share their reflections of Martin Luther King Day and some things that were happening there. It was absolutely amazing. Thank you to those who did come out. And then two other things. The SYEP application is open. If you have not have a child or a student who's looking to apply for SYEP this summer, the applications are open. It's from ages 14 to 24. Definitely go to the DYCD site so that you can apply. And then lastly, the update that I want to give, the State Senate has awards and medals that we can give out to businesses in our district, to constituents in our district, individuals, CBOs. And so the question is, do you know someone who is deserving of a Senate award, whether it be a Liberty Medal? We have 4 different awards that you can get. If you know a business that has, achieved a high level of excellence in the district, let us know. We want to honor the people in our district, whether it be business or CBO or individual person who is doing the work, making changes in our community. Please email me that information and we will work it out to get those people awarded properly. My email address for all constituent-related issues or office-related issues is pedwards@nysenate.gov, and the office number is 718-284-4700. Thank you so much, guys. We have a great day. Welcome to all of the new board members. Congratulations on your new positions.
All right, thank you, Ms. Edwards. Mr. Graham, followed by Christine.
Thank you. Good evening, everybody, and Happy New Year. This is Kyle Graham, the Deputy Chief of Staff to Councilmember Chris Banks. And first, before I get started, I know the member wanted to extend a thanks to Noshwin for her work at CB17 and to her good luck on what she decides to do next. Just a few updates. Recently, at the last stated, Councilmember Banks was appointed to Speaker Julie Menon's leadership team. He was appointed as the new deputy leader of the New York City Council. He also was fortunate enough to retain his chairmanship as the chair of the Public Housing Committee. We also wanted, and other offices already touched on it, discretionary funding. The portal has opened up. It closes February 18th at 6 p.m. We always like to reiterate to folks that if you don't have an application in by 6 p.m., they're very stringent with the timeline. They will not allow you to put an application at 6:05, 6:10, or 6:30. It closes at 6 p.m. Currently, now that the member is part of the leadership team at the city council, he's working with the speaker and looking to work with the new administration on major capital projects in the district, particularly Ditmas Park being one of them. We're also working with, obviously, Chair Daly and constituents, the Block Association presidents on quality of life issues. So if anybody has any issues, please reach out to the office. We do have East Flatbush Village doing a lot of supplemental cleaning on that side of the district, and they've been doing a great job. Other than that, the office is located at 1199 Elton. If you have any questions, please reach out to us, 718-649-9495. That's 718-649-9495. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Christine?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi, good evening, everyone. My name is Christine, Communications Coordinator for New York State Senator Roxanne Prasad. I just wanted to give a few updates. I will keep it brief. Tomorrow, we will be having a webinar, What You Should Know Before You File Your 2025 Taxes. That's going to be at 6 p.m. You can view the live stream on her Facebook. Also, in lieu of that, we're going to be having our free tax prep starting February 8th. You can visit our website and call our office to make appointments. I will also be sending that information to CBC17 via email. And oath will be at our office Tuesday, January 27th. That's 1222 East 96th Street, from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. to go over any oath summonses or hearings that you need clarification on. So that's all I want to say. Have a good night. Happy New Year.
All right, thank you very much. All right, with that being said, is there any other elected?
Yes, Rita Smith.
Okay,
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You go ahead. Okay, thank you. Rhea Smith from the Office of Senator Kevin Parker. Happy New Year, everyone. The Senator sends Happy New Year greetings. I will also be brief. We have at the office during the 9 to 5 hours on Tuesdays, HEAP Tuesdays at the office. Our office is 3021 Tilden Avenue. And by the end of this month, we will also be having tax services available, free tax services available in the office. That schedule will come out and I will share with Community Board once it's out. Of course, you could always check on the website for those hours. I will share a flyer in the chat as well for the Tuesday HEAP services. And my email address is smith, SMITH, nysenate.gov. And my phone number is 516-984-0735 if you need to reach me. Thank you. Have a great evening.
All right, thank you very much. Is that it?
Hello.
Assembly member, are you on?
Yes. Yes, I am. Thank you so much, Chair. Thank
Yes,
you for the board.
please note that, I just want to be, also let you know that your staff member already spoke about some of the things that's going on in your community, so just bring readings.
Okay, well, thank you, everyone. Thank you to the board. Thank you, Chair. Thank you to District Manager and everybody there. I'm currently still in Albany. As you know, that from January to June, the state elected assembly members and senators are in Albany. We just finished up session today. I just wanted to make sure that we have a couple of updates. As you know, or may not know, I will say, oh, Happy New Year. We had the state of the state with the governor and some of the things on the state level that we are focusing on prioritizing this year is when it comes to ICE, state resources will not be used to support or aid any illegal activities from ICE. They don't have a judicial warrant. Those are issues that we are taking very carefully and very seriously, and also making sure that they're held accountable with lawsuits. Our prayers go out to Renee Good and her family, and there's a lot of efforts around organizing and making sure people know their rights. As you know, when it comes to universal child care, we were able to secure some free child care in a rollout that's happening, but we got way more to do. And we're also focused on the car insurance. A lot of people, I know nobody here does it, but some people use different addresses to get cheaper insurance. We're making sure it's more affordable on the state level, and making sure you're cracking down on those who are creating fraudulent acts. And also utility bills is very high, too damn high. Sorry for my language. Con Edison is trying to do another increase, so we are fighting back on that. We want them to reject the joint proposal, the commission. So we will be doing some letters and we will be doing some more advocacy. I just did a press conference on that, and of course, I know my representative should have mentioned this. Please, I know a lot of people are calling about the Utica Crescent Affordable Housing Lottery. Please make sure you come Saturday to find out the process when it comes to the lot, what you can do if someone calls you. And we are going to be doing more opportunities monthly. We will have workshops to discuss what other affordable housing opportunities there are out there. And also one last thing, I attended the funeral of Michael Lynch. A young man that was in crisis, FDNY worker, NYPD, also retired. Sorry, he retired from NYPD, FDNY, and unfortunately was killed at Methodist Hospital when the police was called. We are working with the family to make sure we activate incident review panels. When a crisis happens, severe mental health or anything like that, there is on the state level, we strengthen the law to make sure that we review it to see what's going on. We want to make sure that, of course, the staff at the hospital, nurses, and everyone and patients are safe. And of course, I've been on the line for the nurses' strike. We want to make sure that they get their fair, equitable wages and be able to be safe in the hospital. And so that is it. And that's my quick wrap up. And thank you so much for allowing me this time. I appreciate you, New York State Assembly Member Monique Chandler Waterman. Thank you, everyone. Have a blessed night. Get home safe and stay warm for the cold that's about to come, the snow. And I know you heard about the shoveling and ice giveaway that we're going to be doing. So thank you so much, everyone.
All right, thank you very, very much. All right, is that all? Is there one more person? Seeing none, let's move on to roll call.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome back. Happy New Year. Best for 2026 to everyone. Kwame Afraid. Alton Amable. Alton. Neil Alberic. Tiffany Anderson. Berla Antoine. Hassan Bakrdeen. Celia Belin. Celia Bellin. David is not here. Teresa Brereton. Roderick Daly.
Present.
Herminia Daniels. Not sure. Ms. Duncans? LaShawn Freeman? LaShawn Freeman? Charles Galbraith? Dorothy Gordon? Rose Graham? Here. Ronald Green? Ronald Green? Active is absent. Gabriel Herrera? Gabriel Herrera? Michael Hill? Gabriel Holmes? Cecilia Hubbard? Cecilia?
Celia
Kevin
Bellin.
Jason? I'm sorry?
Miss Bellin is here. I couldn't get my thing on.
Yes, I told her you're online.
Thank
You're
you.
excused. You have to be in person.
Kevin Jason? Kevin? Afia John? Afia John? Doris Jones? Doris Jones? Nicole Julius? Tricia Lewison? Edith Mark?
Excuse.
Daniel McCabe? He's absent. Mark New Year? Mark New Year? Kenton Noel? Kenton Noel? Khadijah Olawu? Khadijah? Montserrat Oni? Danae Peters? Danae Peters? Kaya Phillips? Deborah Pointer? Deborah Pointer? Carol Renault? Where are you, Miss Renault? Oh, okay. Need to see you acting. Chelsea Rillo? Ariana Sabat? Kamara Swaby? Simone Sylvester? Simone Sylvester? Marie Theodore? Marguerite Vigilante? Marguerite Vigilante? Jody Walsh? Kenrit Westcott? Kenrit Westcott? Melanie Wilkerson?
Henrik is excused.
Ms.
Present.
Wilkerson? Thank you.
Present.
Again, if you're online, you're still marked absent. So if you're online, you're considered absent for attendance purposes. And you cannot count towards quorum in the vestibule. Oh, while she's preparing, I saw Mr. Hill walk in. So if you can quickly do his report, if he has one, you have one. And then we follow by our education and youth, followed by the roll call numbers so that we can vote on the minutes, followed by Chair Bakardine, and then First Vice Chair Louison.
Good evening, everyone. Michael Hill, Chair for the Sanitation Committee. Our last meeting was productive. We had a Department of Environmental Protection speak with us, gave a presentation, and showed interest or stated interest in joining us at our next general board meeting. So they're planning to be here in February and hope that they'll be added to the agenda. We also had representation from Ms. Farah Lewis's office by Daniel. He was nice enough to join us and listen to a lot of grievances. He was very concerned and interested in trying to see what we can do in order to figure out the issues going forward, which basically are the same issues that we've been talking about here for the last, I don't know how many years. And we talked about the fact that, you know, our elected officials, when they come to the general board meetings and they give their reports, it tends, in my opinion, to be sort of like fluff pieces. Well, they'll sit there and talk about things that are, you know, good for the community as a whole, but they don't really address the major quality of life issues, like what are we going to do about the sanitation problems? Every time that I come here, I sit here and I listen to these elected officials say a bunch of nothing. In my opinion, I feel like I heard some more of that tonight. And we're going to see what we can do to maybe have them address some of those more significant issues. Our community looks terrible. And, you know, it's their job to make sure everyone else is doing their job and they're not doing it to the best of their ability. And that's my report.
All right, thank you very much. Any questions for the sanitation chair? See none? Go ahead. Yes, question, go ahead. If they don't clean this snow, I don't have the answer. I don't know if somebody has one. I think that you're supposed to clean your snow, but I don't know that there's a, I don't know, somebody know the answer? I don't know what, okay,
It looks
so.
like we might have an answer.
Yes.
Or a response.
Go ahead, Mr. Heredia.
So the law depends on what time the snow stops. So usually if it stops in the middle of the night, as far as what I can see on the law, reading on DSNY, if it stops between 9 p.m. and 7 in the morning, you have to do it by 11 o'clock in the morning. So if it stops overnight, you have to do it by 11. But if it stops in the evening, you have to do it in 14 hours. So similarly, you have to do it on the following morning. But if the snow stops during the day, for instance, if it stops snowing between 7 and 5, you have to clean it within 4 hours. Exactly. So if it stops snowing overnight, you have until the next morning. But if it stops during the day, you have to clean it within 4 hours. So I'm only mentioning it because our office has a program. If you're a senior, we contract with ACE. And if you live in Council District 45, we have a program where if it snows, we have a organization that'll come out and shovel your sidewalk. So if you're a senior or you know neighbors who are seniors who need that service, let me know. We can sign you up. Only for seniors. Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, Ms. Graham, your report? Ms. Grandison, I'm sorry.
Thank you. He confuses us. Just quickly from the Youth and Education Corner, this report is also on the back on the table. But the Education Committee meets every second Wednesday of each month. Our next meeting is February 11th at 7:30. Some upcoming events. So we're about to kick off the essay writing competition. The official kickoff date is February 1st. It's open to schools and students in elementary, middle, and high school who live in or attend school in Community Board 17 district. We're asking kids, you know, how should I put it? Like it's not on any specific topic. We're asking them to create an original fiction story in one of these genres: humorous, adventurous, Western, science fiction, fantasy, or fairy tale, whichever one they so choose. And it starts February 1st. Submission deadline is April 1st, 2026. So I'm asking if you have young kids in your families or what, they're all welcome to participate in this. First prizes, there'll be first, second, and third prizes. And as I said, elementary, middle, and high school. This information will also be on our page on the board's website. So if you need, it will have an application and it will also have all the rules and requirements. So you can go on February 1st to download it. It will be sent out to all of our schools. And that's public, private, and charter schools. Everyone is welcome to participate in it. Is Mr. Hutchinson here, George? Okay, so Mr. Hutchinson does a program called Race for Excellence. They're going to have a summer middle school program. He's looking for schools within just only in middle school right now to participate. There will be a limited number of students that will be selected from each school. He is getting, this is going to be partially funded by Senator Kevin Parker's office. So also, once again, if you have, kids in your family that is in middle school, please take the opportunity to attend this. It's actually a STEAM-based program that he has. As Portia just spoke about, Summer Youth Employment Program, the application is open. Please go online and get your young folks and submit that application. 14 to 24 years old. We don't want our kids on the streets this summer doing nothing. Yes, it's kind of a lottery program as to who get chosen, but you don't know if you're not in it. So I ask all of you to please, kids in your families 14 to 24 can take the opportunity to submit an application for that. Upcoming spring 2026, the spelling bee competition, and summer 2026, we're going to have youth happening. Asking you to join us. We have some continuing guest speakers that have lined up or hoping to line up around various topics. So please join us every second Wednesday of each month. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right, roll call. It was done. Do we have quorum, Madam Secretary?
Yes, we do.
All right, what is that number that we have?
25.
All right, there are 47 members in the board, which we need 24, and so we have 25. We do have quorum. The minutes. Do we have the minutes, Madam Secretary?
Yes. Did everyone get a copy of the minutes and have read them?
Okay, are there any amendments to the minutes? Seeing none, can I get a motion to accept the minutes without amendments? That was Ms. Graham. She accepts the minutes. Second, Ms. Dr. Cal Renault. All in favor of the minutes, to accept the minutes as presented, please do so by saying aye.
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 Nobody online. Oh, that was you in the mic? That was you?
That was me. Sorry, it's still on.
Please. All right, all opposed, please say nay. Any abstention? It carries unanimously. All right, we have several. I'm going to ask, there are a couple of things. One of the things I do have some level of concern with within one with SLA, and we will be addressing it, that it has come to my understanding regarding Mr. What I'm saying is, can you come forward, Mr. Chair Bakardine? There's some issues with SLA, with some organizations, seeing that they feel some of them try to bypass our needs. We will be working directly with SLA to ensure that every single bar, grill come through the board. So we're working on that. Speaking of which, we have how many? I think we only had 3, right? Of all 4.
We had 5 in total on the agenda, but there's only 1 that's going to be here this evening.
Only 1. Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
and that's Clarkson Loft LLC.
Okay. Have them come
Oh,
forward.
there you go. Come on
Come
up,
forward.
Ms. Green. Good evening, Ms. Green. Anyway, yeah, go right there. All right, so just pretty much the exercise we had. Just tell us a little bit of who you are, your business, and
Yes.
the
Hi,
community.
good evening. My name is Gareen Farron. I'm the owner of Clarkson Loft. We've been in business since 2019. We are located at 1018 Clarkson Avenue between 91st and 92nd Street. We have been serving the community since 2019, as I stated, never had an issue. It is an event space. We host birthday parties, mostly family gathering, no pay parties, repasts, brunches, and so forth.
Okay, is that it?
That's it.
All right. Okay, well, great. Before we take any questions from the board, we do an incident report, just to let you guys know, which we always ask the 67 precinct to provide us. It's usually a year that we look at. There were no incidents at this location as well. And the Commerce Committee did take a vote last night. In fact, it was the only vote that we took. It was 9 yeses, 0 nos, and 0 abstentions. So we certainly did vote in favor of this business moving forward. So board members, are there any questions, by the way?
All right, so as usual, we're voting on the recommendation of the Commerce Committee. I believe the vote was 9-0.
Yeah.
Was the
Yes,
vote
sir.
9-0, a unanimous vote in favor of Clarkson Loft. And so at this time, we'll do a roll call. If you're voting in favor of the recommendations, please simply just, as a matter of fact, since this, can we have just everyone stand if you're in favor? I'm just going to expedite it a little bit. You want hash? All right, let's do by names. Go ahead, Madam Secretary. She wants by names. Go ahead.
Oh, it's just the rules. Kwame Afraid. Alton Amable. Neil Alberic. Tiffany Anderson. Berla Antoine. Hassan Bakrdeen.
Yes.
Celia Balin. It's online. David Bosman. Teresa Berriton. Roderick Daly. Hermenia Daniels. Hermenia.
Yes, she said yes.
Natasha Sampson. LaShawn Freeman. Charles Galbraith. LaShawn. Dorothy Gordon. Rose Graham. I'm gonna say yes. Ronald Green. Magda's absent. Gabriel Herrera is not here. Michael Hill. No, Michael.
Yes. Yes.
Gabriel.
Herrera.
You were telling. Okay. It's okay. Gabriel Holmes. There's 2 of them. Yeah. 2 Gabriels. Kevin Jason. Afia John. Doris Jones. Nicole Julius. Trisha Lewison. Edith Mark's not here. Daniel McCabe's is not here. Mark New Year. Kenton Noel. Khadijah Olawu. Montserrat Oni. Danae Peters. Kia John Phillips. Kevin Jason. Carol Renault. Deborah Pointer. Chelsea Rollo. All right, Ariana Sabat. Kamara Swaby. Simone Sylvester. Marie Theodore. Marguerite Vigilante. Jody Walsh. Kenrick Westcott. Melanie Wilkerson. Yes. Did anybody not hear their name? Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you very much. And congratulations. Thank you. Bylaws? I'm sorry. So just to double check, if you are a board member, please do not leave. Board members, please do not leave. You know who left? No. We're only by quorum by one. Please double check. Go ahead.
Okay. Good night and Happy New Year, everyone. I'm going to review the proposed amendments to the CB 17 bylaws, starting with Article 1. Sorry. New member orientation. This is amendment number 1. The board shall, to the best of its ability, welcome incoming board members with a formal orientation by the board chairperson.
I'm sorry. I just thought of something. In the essence of time is 9:06. I just want to ask, does anybody need for Madam Chair to read the amendments? Raise your hand if you have not reviewed the amendments. Raise your hand. Seeing none, Madam Chair, we just work a little bit easier.
Thank you so much.
We just made you work a little bit easier, so.
Okay, so we can call the, are there any questions to the amendments or comments, concerns?
Any debate?
Any debate?
Do you have the votes on these amendments that were passed? How were they passed?
All were voted in favor of each amendment.
I'm sorry, say it again?
All of them were voted in favor of by the bylaws committee.
By the committee and?
I'm
Were you
sorry?
also taken to the executive board?
Yes, and by the executive board.
Okay, secondly, I just want to confirm, because I don't want anybody to say we didn't follow bylaws procedures. Was this given out last month?
Yes,
And according to the bylaws, it was given out last month, it was voted on by the executive body, and so it must be voted on this month. Do we have quorum? With quorum, is there anyone who want to pull out any of the amendments? Is there anyone who wants to pull out any of the amendments? Seeing none, you can vote. How many amendments are there, Madam Chair?
sorry. 7.
7. So we're gonna say vote in favor of all, right? You can just say all, so your name goes to all of them, so we know. Or if you want to pull one out that you want to vote no on, please make sure you do so. If you want to abstain from one, please make sure to do so when your name is called on the roll call. Madam Secretary.
Sorry. Well, yeah, it's the way it's written. So
The 7 amendments is comprised of the amendment in Article 1.
and
Yeah, new member orientation, annual Roberts Rules of Order training review, board member performance. There are a lot of sub-bullets, but that is in total 1 amendment. Rejoining the board, a permanent sergeant-at-arms role, the terms of office, board elections, and the amendment regarding meetings closed to the public.
Yeah, each amendment is one. two. Wait. Each one is one. Each one is one. So
Lord.
1, 2, 3.
Yes.
So 7. It's 7.
It is 7.
Is what? So 1, 2.
Can we review the categories out loud one more time?
So in the first section, where it says Article 1 Amendment, you have 1 and 2. Are we counting those separately?
Separately.
Okay, so that's 2.
It's
In
2.
the Second Amendment, you have 7 and 8. So that becomes 2. Now we're at 4. In the.
Right.
Okay.
All the way at the bottom, no, next page, where it says rejoining the board. The next one has 2. There's permanent sergeant at arms in terms of office. That's 2. Now we're at 6.
You're right.
The next one has board elections. That's 7. And
That's
then being
right.
exposed to the public. That's 8.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. So there are 8. So there are 8 amendments to the bylaws. All right. So all you have to do, all in favor, if you're in favor of all, just say all. If you pull in one, pull one. That's it. So all right. So roll call. No, I'm saying if you're pulling one to vote on, just say what it is that you're pulling. That's all. There's nothing to debate. There's no debate. So then you still have to vote. Okay, so the point is, it's like any other vote, like Euler process, you vote on each one. But you can choose to vote on, instead of saying I vote yes for 1, yes for 2, yes for that, blah, 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 yes for all. No for all. Yes for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and no for 7. We've done this before, so it's not the first time we're doing this. Go ahead.
Kwame Afraid? Alton's not here. Neil Alberic? Tiffany Anderson? And Berla Antoine?
Abstain on all? Did you say abstain or yes for all? What's number 6? That's number 8.
Which one?
Article 7? Is that 6? Meeting close to the public? So you abstain in that one and a yes for all for the rest. Okay, thank you. Go ahead.
I don't know how to record this, so I'm just gonna write it,
Yes.
to figure that out. Hassan Wakudin? Celia Bellin, David Boswin, Teresa Barrington? I'm sorry, yes?
For all, yes for all.
Roderick Daly,
Yes for all.
Hermania Daniels. Miss Duncan's not here, Miss Freeman. Dr. Galbraith?
Dr. Galbraith?
Dr. Galbraith? Okay, so you're no onto Article 6. Okay. Dorothy Gordon. Rose Graham? I'm gonna say yes to all. Ronald Green not here, Magna not here. Gabriel not here. Michael Hill? Gabriel Holmes? Okay, Kevin's not here. Fia John, Doris Jones not here. Nicole Julius? Tricia Lewison?
Yes to all.
Edith Mark is not here. Daniel McKay, Mark Kenton, Khadijah, no. Ms. Oni? Danae Peters. Danae Peters. Kia Phillips. Kaya, I'm sorry, thank you. Kaya? Yes to all. Kevin is not here. Deborah Pointer. Carol Renault? Chelsea Rouleau? Ariana Sabat? Kamara Swaby? Simone Sylvester? Oh, not here. Marie Theodore? Marguerite is not here. Jody Walsh? Mr. Westcott's not here. And Ms. Wilkerson?
Yes to all.
Thank you. Yes. Jody answered.
Is that it? Is that all?
That's it.
All right, I believe they all passed. So let's, but Secretary Pierce to vote. They all passed, I believe. Just two people, so. All right, according to the agenda, we're up to special report board members. Just our, for anybody who's interested in playing basketball every Wednesday, my Ditmas Park Classic, we are partnering with Sesame Flyers to have basketball on every Wednesday and Saturday at Winthrop Junior High School, for those of you who are interested, and Dominoes, which is my big thing. So every Wednesday night, our New York Cats, every Wednesday night, if you're interested in playing dominoes, come out and play, learn the sport. Every Wednesday night, we have practice, and we'll be moving forward to do more things to teach dominoes to the communities and seniors. So if you have seniors or a church group that want to learn dominoes, the World Domino Federation and New York Cats will come out to you to teach you dominoes. Reach out to me when you get an opportunity, and the New York Cats and World Domino Federation will come to you and teach dominoes and bring them all of the necessary gears for those individuals. All right. Any one thing that was forgotten and not here, just a reminder that every third Thursday of every month, we do have and they would kill me because they ask me every time, that you have the 6-7 precinct council meeting every third Thursday of the month at 2820 Snyder Avenue at the 6-7 precinct. Any other report, board members? All right. Oh. 1 second. Oh, all board members, please look out. We're planning to have a little shindig for all board members. Our communications chair, once this finalized, we'll talk about that. I believe next month, Ms. Julius? Yeah, March, but you'll talk about it next month with the details, correct? All right, perfect. The campaign against hunger, in partnership with our PS 235, Lennox, Janice Marine Night School, and the PTA, continue to invite the community to participate in the food pantry. Right, services at PS 235 school, families are all, as well as surrounding community on the second Monday of each month from 2:30 to 4:45 p.m. or while supplies last, or the welcome. So again, there's 2 food pantries, one from Assembly Member Monique Chandler Waterman and one from PS 235. Any other report?
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead. Ms. Swady.
Awesome. Hi, everyone. Community Board Member Kamara Swaby. Just as a general call out, in the news lately, we've been noticing reports about an incoming storm. It could be bad, it could be a non-problem, but just as a general call out in terms of making sure to reach out to community members, people in the neighborhood to just check in on each other and use resources, because according to reports, the snow could be very large, and we haven't had that in the past couple of years. And especially I'm caring for our seniors and elderly and those who are relatively disabled, just in terms of gathering resources and information out, just in case something bad were to happen. They know where to go to, whether heat goes out or all the resources at 311 that could be used in order to make sure they can get through such a storm.
Do you have a date or time frame for that snowstorm perchance?
Relatively, in terms of this weekend, Friday to Monday is what the other reports are saying. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Perfect. I heard something over here. Sunday. Okay, so it's this weekend. Okay. All right. Any other special report, board members? All right. Any unfinished business? I don't know what's the difference between unfinished and old, but old business. Tiffany, did you have anything to add for Brookdale Cap? No? All right, thank you. Any new business? Did I forget any cheer? See none. My birthday is Sunday. I'm 6 years in. That's why I celebrate every single birthday now. I'm 6 years in by the grace of God. So I will celebrate and tell everybody it's my birthday. All right. So thank you very much. And I know there are a few Aquarius is the big month. Mr. Bakardine, don't leave. Mr. Prescott, Johnny Prescott, a former board member, welcome. Thank you for hanging out with us. I just said, oh, people celebrate birthday. Wow, you're hard, man. Yes. Who was that? I'm about to close, so that person is, I think, out of luck. Who is it? I just brought up the hunger from PS35. Yeah, I just brought it up. All right. With that being said, can I get a motion to adjourn? All right, Chair Bakardine makes a motion to adjourn. I'm going to call on somebody else, Chair Graham. So let's go to Member Gordon. Member Gordon seconds it. All in favor of adjournment, please say aye. All opposed who want to stay with me and celebrate my birthday, please say nay. Nay. Any abstention? All right. With that being said, we are adjourned unanimously. Don't worry about my nay.
Have a blessed night, Community Board. Greatly appreciate all of the work you do for all of us.
Thank you all. Have a good night.
Mm-hmm.